As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders! Yeah.
Welcome, Raider Nation, to Raiders Last Call podcast on Saturday nights with your hosts. I'm 401 Raider Jeff.
I'm Chris for Raiders.
Jason, Raiders first downs.
How we doing tonight, gentlemen? After that barn burner of a show last night, everybody awake and bushy-eyed and ready to go?
Oh, I passed out right
now.
at the show. I passed out right out at the show, man. I had to get up early, but
You were feeling numb last night, Chris. That's for sure.
Hey, I had a good time.
Yes,
And
you did. We all had a good time. That was.
I'm still drinking beer. I'm still drinking beer, but I'm drinking root beer this time.
Root beer. We haven't had a show like that in a while. That just was
fire
on fire all night long. I mean, we were hovering around 80 to 90 people constant for 7.5 hours. That was insane. We had good dialogue last night too. It was really good, especially with Will and Gravy on there together. My God, the two coaches talking it up, man. Those two were great together on there last night.
Yeah.
That's a great combo. I don't know about you, what you think, but that's a great combo. Those two chopping it up like that.
Yeah.
It's the first time they ever met. And they get along great on here.
Oh, yeah. Gravy gets along with a lot of people. If he can tolerate Gabe, he can tolerate anybody.
He don't get along with me because we always argue. So, but it's always a good argument.
Chris, last night was the first time you told me to shut up and be quiet. My freaking microphone was muted. How could I be talking? You were like, I'm talking. I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, my mic is muted. I'm not talking.
Yeah, but I knew you was going to talk, so I made sure I put the prelim there first to make sure you wouldn't
voices everywhere.
I gave you what I did. I gave you an advance warning. Don't say nothing.
Before we get rolling, let's hit the chat up. Let's see who's here. We're already rolling 14, 15 deep. So we got Navman's in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, Navman?
Raider Ryan's here. And just for the record, so everybody knows, I posted that before Jason got here because he's always busting our balls for us being late. So
all
he
the
was
time.
late tonight. So I wanted to make sure everybody in the chat knew we were coming.
We'd be 1 minute late. Why are you guys late? I said, jeez. 1 minute.
I was just referring to page 3 of the employee handbook.
I don't know where you got that from, but I didn't.
Raider Ryan, what's up? Raider
What's up,
Paul,
Ryan?
we're gonna hit him with this real quick. Yeah, where are we?
Raiders!
Let's see, Robert Pena's in the house. What's up, Robert?
What's up, Pena, brother? What's happening?
Daniel Berry's in the house. What's up, Daniel Berry?
Hey, what's going on?
Bueno has stopped in. What's up, Bueno?
Another show without Bueno.
Nope. Let's see. Who else? Well, we got a lot of people in the chat, but those are the ones. Oh, there's Mike. Oh, what's up, Sacktown Mike? How you doing, bro?
Pigs.
What's up, Mike? And Pigs?
What's up, Pigs?
Pigs.
So, based on the thumbnail,
Sam Tonga just checked in.
what's up, Sam? We're going to be talking a little bit about next week's game, review the actual game itself. We will talk about the events going on and everything and what this here show is going to look like for next Saturday because it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, I'll be there on time. Let's see if Jason.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Huh?
I'll be there on time.
Let's see if Jason be on time. Not about to write him up.
I'm more worried about you two missing me.
We can't wait.
What?
We can't actually wait till next Saturday.
Highlight of your week next week is that I'm not going to be around as much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's like vacation time for us.
Double for one, each for one is. How's that?
Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
Just think, the kids will play when the daddy's away.
Oh, so I'm your daddy. Remember that.
Hey, he said it. I'll give you my dad. I'm older than him.
You're my dad. Who's your daddy?
What's up, Ronnie H? Actually, no new news that I know of. I haven't heard. Have you guys heard anything new on Jacoby today?
I don't think I heard that they might give him a raise, and that's it. Let him play out. But I had no news.
Yeah, I haven't. So next week we're here in New England, 1:00 Eastern time game. So that's what, 10:00 for you guys?
Yep.
It's an early game for you. Ooh.
You'll
be able to be awake.
Oh, I'm always waiting for the Raiders, man.
Jason, you better set your alarm so you're up on time.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm
the other Jason in the room.
Me, yeah. Okay. I'm up at 5:00 in the morning. I'm not
Chris,
just going to bed at 5:00 in the morning.
I feel bad for you next week, Chris.
Why?
Oh no.
Because you're gonna deal with him.
No. We were fine when you were here last time, so we were good.
Yeah, true. That's what got us to get him on the show with us regularly was that one. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, we had a good time without you. We probably have a better time next week without you again. So there it is. I said it.
All right. So next week we match up with the Raiders' former head coach, Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator now for the New England Patriots. We match up against 3 of our former players that are now there.
Didn't Morrick leave, or he wanted to get out?
No, it wasn't him. It was wherever Epps is. Epps is the one that wants.
Yeah, but Epps got cut.
Did he get cut? I thought he wanted out.
Mm-hmm. Or he got out. One way or another, he ain't there no more.
He ain't there no more. Yeah.
He asked for it. He wanted to be released, is what he asked for. So I think that's what they cut him. They cut him loose. But I can see we're not in no rush to probably get him. Although unless he hasn't cleared waivers yet, we'll wait and see. So there's a lot of storylines with this game. So not only is there McDaniels, who was our head coach, now back with the Patriots, the players that they have now that were with us. We have Jacoby Myers, a former Patriot. We have Tom Brady as a part owner that used to obviously play for the Patriots. We have a head coach that used to be the coach of the Patriots years ago. So there's a lot of storylines. What's your overall feeling on where the two teams are in comparison between us and New England, where we match up and where we don't match up so well? We'll start with you, Chris.
Let's start with Jason.
Start with Jason.
Yeah, might as well. All right, let's start with the quarterback. They have an up and coming quarterback, Drake May. I you know what? I'm not going to call that a push at the quarterback position. I think Geno's at this moment is just as good as Drake May. Running back, we're supposed to have the best running back, but that Henderson kid, watching him in preseason kind of scares me. Defensive, I think our defensive line is better than theirs.
I won't deny. I won't argue that one.
I think it's the check mark goes with Max Crosby on that, and making us have a better, or us having a better defensive line than what they have. Offensive line, I'm going to call that a push too. I think we're pretty equal across the board in comparison. Christian Gonzalez helps their secondary out quite a bit, so I'm going to say their secondary is way better than ours at this point. But overall, it's the teams are pretty equal if you come down to it. And the money line is only 2.5 us underdogs, and you get 3 points for being a home team. So I'm gonna say it's a push. I'll leave my score prediction for next week, but I kind of got a ballpark idea where we're gonna be. Hi, Don.
What do you feel about the secondary though between the two teams?
I think their secondary is going to be better than ours.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I got to agree with you on that one too.
I think it's gonna. Well, they have Christian Gonzalez, so
The guy I wanted, another guy I wanted.
yeah.
Could have had him instead of Tyree.
Could have had all kinds of people besides Tyree.
Could have had a whole different team if it wasn't for Tyree at this point. So, Chris, what's your comparison feeling on how we match up with them?
Well, both these teams were pitiful last year, both 4-13. Drake May had a nice end of the season, game, but remember that was in the season, probably playing the best team, so they were probably just resting their guys or trying new guys out. I'm gonna get an edge to the quarterback on Geno Smith. One, he's more experienced.
Yeah.
Two, Drake May, this is his second year. I don't know if he'll have a sophomore slump, and plus he's dealing with big dummy. So I don't know how things gonna play out for them. The running backs, I'll call it equal because they both look good in the preseason. Henderson a little better, so I might give this a small edge to Henderson because they look better in preseason than Gentry did. Offensive line, I think offensive line is better than theirs. The defensive line definitely better than theirs. The linebacking core, they have Spillane, but we have a group of guys. Okay, so we're not just one linebacker. We have a group of guys that can do different things. So I'm gonna get an edge to the Raiders on that. D-backs definitely going to Patriots because our D-back room has something to prove. And I think they will because I'm sure they're hearing on the news. Everybody say, "Oh, the DBs are the worst part of the team. They suck and all this negativity." So I think they're gonna go with a chip on their shoulder and prove that no, we are good. So I'm gonna get edge to Patriots, but I think the DBs will show up in this game. So other than that,
I like that one.
What we said was 2.5. The points. That's basically saying it's a toss up. That's what it's saying.
That's pretty much a toss up.
Because they like I said, last year they were sorry. This year they improved their team drastically. They got better with the draft and the free. Jason, you gonna laugh while I talk? I wouldn't laugh when you talk.
I'm laughing at
I don't disagree with a lot of what you both said. I will start with the quarterback. I think we got the better quarterback of the two. Running game, I'm still going to give them the edge only because I think they've got a better veteran in Ramondre Stevenson sitting back there with Henderson. Whereas we're still going to go into this with our 1-2 punch is going to be Zamir and Genty. And Zamir is still, jury's still out. He looked good in preseason, but let's see what happens when the season starts. And you're right, Chris. Both teams were garbage last year. Both improved in the coaching position. We both have excellent coaches now, or excellent head coach. Offensive coordinator, I'm giving that us the edge at this point. But McDaniels is a good offensive coordinator. He's a horrible head coach. Good offensive coordinator. I think our O-line is probably 50-50 with them. I think we're both equal at that point, to be honest with you. Receivers, I think we still got the better receivers. I really do. Especially now that we've got Cooper in the mix, too. That adds another veteran. The only true veteran they really have over there is, they do have Matt Collins. But then they also have Stephon Diggs, who, let's face it, he's coming off a major injury last year. So what's he going to really be like out there? We haven't really seen him. Tight end, we blow their tight ends right out of the water. There's no two questions about that. Defense, our line's definitely, our defensive front is better. Our linebackers are equal or maybe a little bit better. But, man, they got us big time in the corner position. Our corners, I'm not happy with them at all either. Overall, I got to give us the edge. If you look at it on paper right now, I think we've got the better skill positions than they do. Except I still think their running back room might be better than ours. I really do.
Well, we saw Henderson in a lot of preseason game. we didn't see that much of Genty. So we saw him that one game, he did well. Second game, he got in a couple of times, and that was it. I mean, third game.
Yeah.
First game, that was a disaster. But other than that, they cleaned the act up, and then the second game, he looked a lot better. So we're really going to see a lot of him like we saw a lot of Henderson. Henderson was running pretty much, for a lot of. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just full right now. It's a good meal, so I'm kind of like tired. But I am pretty proud.
Should have took a nap.
You should mind your business.
I slept till like 10:30 today.
I was up at 7:30.
God bless you. We logged off. I went outside, had a cigarette, and then right to bed. I was done. That was 5 o'clock this morning.
Anyway, as I continue, like I said, we only got a small sample size Genty, so I can see why you get an edge to Henderson because you see more of him. Then that run kickoff return was absolutely bananas. So I can see that. But, we'll see what happens. As long as the O-line can block, create those openings, we'll be better Genty.
Special teams, I'm giving it to us. I think our kick is better. And by far, I think we got the better punter. I can't give us the edge on the return, that's for sure, because Henderson's already shown what he can do on the returns. I mean, he ran back 100 yards for a touchdown. So that kid's good, man. I'll tell you, that's one of the guys I wish we had because we would have had a different first-round pick, first of all, instead of Genty. We might have had an offensive lineman or even, top wide receiver, which would have been a totally different game changer for us. But that kid Henderson's good. He's good. So special teams, I think we're taking the special team side of it. I don't know if you guys feel any difference to that. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Was that a question or was that a question or remark? It's a question, right?
Well, I just said what I thought about the special teams. I said, "What do you guys think?" And then you both sat there like window mannequins, staring at the camera, not moving.
I know. The question.
I've already been yelled at once today by the boss. So I'm not getting yelled at again.
I thought your wife was away.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so to answer your questions, we always had good special teams. Oh, great history of the punters. What happened?
What's he doing?
Right, don't worry.
What happened?
Dude, I'm sorry, but when you have the green screen up and you walk away, it's so funny looking. It
is.
The visual is just awesome.
Like walk behind a curtain.
It reminds me of, remember the old Sesame Street where he goes, "Near." Oh, yeah. That's what it looks like.
All right, is it my turn?
Yeah, you're the only one in the room, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
By default, you're out.
Yeah, special teams. I'm gonna throw that as a toss up too because we don't know what New England is going to be. I mean, who is their kicker, by the way?
Oh, that guy named I don't know.
Isn't it Gostkowski or whatever?
That
we
guy.
know we have Carlson. Now Carlson could be really, really good, and he could be really, really bad. Sometimes in the same fucking game. So, so that's kind of a I don't want to jump on the special teams.
He'll
we'll call the special teams a push for now, but
he'll make a 56-yard field goal and miss a 42-yard field goal. Like what the?
Yeah.
It actually looks pretty even down the board, really, to be honest with you. That's why it's only 2.5 points. That's why it's like a toss up.
Oh, the kicker is Andy Bojangles, the Borregales. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is.
That guy.
That guy, yeah. That guy.
Yeah, their kickoff return is Trevion Henderson, and Antonio Gibson is the backup.
Yeah, that guy. You don't remember that guy, right, Jim?
Travion
Mr. Bo-
can run.
Mr. Bojangles? You don't remember him, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Bojangles.
You're gonna get copyrighted.
Why? I can sing the song.
It's singing song, but you can't
Well,
play this.
but you can't
play the
sing
original.
You can't play it to where it's so close to the original. You know, you got some. You know, you're singing it really good.
Oh no, the way he sung it, they know that's not the original because that was really bad. So they don't even worry about that.
Yeah, I won't get confused.
Yeah, they know that. Oh, what's that song?
You're confused.
Yeah, they're confused. Like,
All right.
They're gonna say, "What's that song?" I never heard that song before.
So what? I mean, I'm looking at their depth chart right now, just for the hell of it. So their wide receivers are Stephon Diggs in the right side. The slot is Demario Douglas. The left wideout is Kayshawn Boutte.
Who?
Boutte. It's Boutte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, offensive line. The only one I really know on here is Will Campbell. That's the rookie, but he's definitely starting at left tackle. Max Crosby's gonna have a field day with him.
Yeah, left tackle. That'll be Kuntz lining up.
Oh, sorry, Kuntz will have a field day with him.
Which is good.
They may move him around too. They may put Max on him purposely,
just to see what Max is just so much more natural on the side though. Every time he goes to the right side, he kind of like falls off the map.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I said odd tight end room is way better than his. Now, don't get me wrong. Hunter is a good tight end, really good tight end, but he ain't no Brock Bowers.
Not by a stretch of the imagination. No.
He's neck and neck with Michael Myers.
Mayer.
Jacoby Myers and Michael Mayer. I told you, one of these guys has to go, so we stop fucking their names up.
All right. Well, it's not going to be Mayer, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, Horton was wide open all day yesterday.
Here's a who?
Horton was wide open all day yesterday.
You mean Thornton?
Yeah, that's kind of a spin off of Will's.
Who kept calling him Horton?
Horton, here's a who?
Horton. Horton is Horton that.
Horton is a who?
Yeah.
Who kept saying that last? Was that Chris?
Will.
No, it's Will.
I wouldn't. I'm not correcting. I said no, it's not Horton. He's a who? It's Thornton.
Right.
Chris don't remember much about last night, but he remembers that.
I remember everything. I wasn't that blasted, so I don't remember shit. I do remember.
He called when I talked to him this morning. He goes, "Boy, I really tied one on." Huh? I said, "Yeah, you did. It was great.
Yeah, you did.
It was funny."
Yeah,
you felt the FSTs like crazy on that one.
What?
So the spread is 2.5.
Wait. Right? I felt the what now?
The FSTs, field sobriety test.
Well, we're all not cops here, man.
Yeah. Follow my finger.
Okay, I was pixelated last night. I know it was, but I had a good time, guys. So there it is.
Oh, we had a great time. I had so much fun last night. I didn't want to hang up.
I'm surprised you stayed on as late as you did, Jason. I was shocked.
It's just
you would have been like, "I'm done."
Look at the boss.
I kept waiting for you to say, "I gotta go. I can't take it." But I think that's probably because the wife wasn't home.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. I told Chris today, I wouldn't even got past 8:30 last night.
Yeah, because I was shocked too. Like, I forgot the wife's on vacation.
Yeah. Now she said if we go 8 hours on a Saturday night, that's fine because I've already asked permission, so to speak.
So we can go 8 hours tonight then? Okay, let's do it, Jim.
No.
Yep.
No way. I need
Brian Fowler, the guy that was the guest on Rundown and Jay's show today.
Yeah.
Because he's coming out here to New England, so I was talking to him. I was trying to get him to come on with us tonight to talk about the Patriots game and everything, but he couldn't. He's doing something else already tonight. So him and I were talking, and he goes, "Hey, were you the guy that did the 7+ hour show last night?" I said, "Yeah, that was me." He goes, "Holy shit." He goes, "That's impressive." I said, "Well, yeah, there were a few of us that were there from the start to the finish." I said, "But yeah." I said, that's not the first time we've gone and done a 9-hour show.
Yeah,
like,
9 hour show,
yeah.
Yeah, And we said before the show, Jeff, just make this a 2-hour, maybe 3-hour show. Let's not do any more of those 7-8 hour shows. What happened?
We almost went 3 times as long on that.
People jumped in, I put one on, and it was just one of those. Hey, like I said, that's one of our better shows we ever had in a while.
So let me ask you this: what are you guys expecting to see from Genty? Like what would be your aspirations on what you're expecting from him on Sunday? Like, you expecting a certain amount of yards, carries? What's your feeling on where we're going to be with him on that day?
Okay,
We'll start with Jason. Start with Chris. Chris already started talking.
Well, I was expecting to get 20 to 25 carries.
Okay.
Yards wise, I would like to see him get close to 100, above 80, above 90, close to 100 if you don't get the 100. But the main thing I want to see him get at least one touchdown, minimum, not or two, 1 or 2 touchdowns. That's all I want to see him get. You know, get average carry about 4 yards a carry, 3.8 to 4.2 if you want to break it down. But that's all I want to see him do.
Jason,
I'm gonna set the bar at 80 yards. He's got to get to that 80-yard mark. The amount of carries, I'm not too concerned. I don't want to see 30 carries out of him.
No, not that many.
I don't want to see him. I don't want them, overdoing the poor kid right out the gate. But a good 18 to 22 carries, 80 yards, a touchdown. That would be nice. But be effective. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I mean, it just like we got a second and 9, and we give him the ball and he gets us a first down.
yeah.
Third and 6, third and 2, third and 3. Make it to where we don't even have to run that stupid push stuff. When we need a first down, it's him, Jacoby, and Brock are taking care of business and getting moving the chains.
Well, not for nothing. Even Zamir, because Zamir's coming in like a freaking wrecking ball.
Yeah.
That I can see that's how he's going to be used already.
Yeah, Zamir's going to be hot in the second quarter. He'll come in second quarter and start
just way down the.
I don't want to see them platoon during the drive though. I see that a lot of times. A lot of teams do that. They'll platoon mid drive. They give a guy a couple 3 carries, get inside the 40 or inside the 30, and all of a sudden pull the hot hand out and put another running back in. And then it kind of stalls the drive doing that.
Yeah, it will mess up the rhythm of the game, the rhythm, the flow of the game when you do that. I can see a guy coming in now at the end of, Genty breaks a 30-yard run, then he breaks another 5-yard run, then he's like, he had to come off with a sit for a play because he had to catch his win. Then you put him in. But sometimes they just take him out and put somebody else in. That's like, why are you guys doing that when this guy has to hide a hand? He's moving the ball.
It could also be situational with the play too. If it's not the play they're going to run doesn't involve him being in that particular call, then they're going to swap him out. It could be a point where they bring Mostert in for his speed. It could be one of those deals, where it's a.
But I don't think Genty. I don't think Jim. Fuck, I'm gonna spit it out a minute.
Just say number 2.
I don't think there's any play in the playbook that doesn't conform to where he could be on the field. There's not going to be any There's not going to be any point that we have to take him out because it's a weakness on this play. I don't think that we have that with him. With Zamir, we do. So I'm talking run blocking, catching out of the backfield, all the little intricacies in every play that running back has to do. I think Genty's got it covered. I don't think we have an issue with that.
Yeah,
Well, because he can't catch the ball at the backfield, so it's not like he can't catch.
Yeah,
Zamir,
he can pass block too.
Zamir, I don't know how good his catching is because they didn't really throw the ball to him that much. And the time they did throw it to him last year, he couldn't catch it. Dropped it. So.
Well, Navman says he expects 100 yards in a tee. That's about where I'm at too. I'm at about 100 yards in a TD. Saul, what's up, Saul?
Oh,
He
that's
says,
a wish.
He says,
I mean, that's what I would love. That's what I want. But
Oh yeah,
as far
that'd
as
be great.
the bar, anything under 80 yards is going to be disappointing.
Yeah, exactly.
again, keep in mind, Patriots defense is no slouch either, though. So remember that. That was one of their strengths last year was their defense. So just keep that in mind. Huh?
We could push that defensive line back.
But again, it's still one of their strengths. So just like I said, keep that in mind. Saul says 120 yards in the TD. Although Nabman says he hopes for more than what he expected. So he expects 100. So he's basically expecting 100, more than 100. Let's see. Bueno, I wonder if they sub Pickett for Geno on tush push. Pickett learned from the best. That would be the big reason, if anything, right there, so he doesn't get fucked up in that scrum of a play. Yeah, I agree with you too, Nav. I'm not sure what play Genty wouldn't fit in, and just like Chris and Jay said too, Jason, I got it. All right, so that's what you guys are expecting in the running game. What are you expecting out of Brock? Like, what would be considered a good game for him against this team? Like, what would make you happy and felt, wow, that was a productive game for him?
I'll go first. Six catches. Yeah. 6 catches, 75. 6 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown. That's the goal. 6 catch. Anything under that is going to be disappointing.
I want to at least see what you said at the very end of that sentence, the touchdown. We need more of those from him this year. Chris, what do you think?
We do.
8 catches, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, okay.
All right.
So that if he gets
like
the
it.
one, that's off to a good start because he only had 4 last year.
Exactly.
So we can't go a season with him only getting 4. Now that wasn't necessarily his fault, because we just couldn't get in the red zone enough to really have an impact with him out there. Plus,
we got the red zone, but they called stupid plays.
Well, yeah, but did we really get in the red zone? You know what I mean? We weren't there as much as you think you were. If you look back at it,
I think we got there 3 times, so we did get in the red zone.
3 times. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, sure did.
What's up, Super Omnicron? What's going on, man? So he says Brock 10 catches, 132 yards in a TD. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility with him. I'll say that.
No, he can most absolutely do that.
I mean, he's done it before last season. I mean, how many games did he have last year where he had more than 9 or more catches? It was quite a few games.
Probably a few of them, yeah.
No.
I think the only game
he ended up with 112 receptions.
Totally, yeah.
Was it 112 or 120? But there's only one game where he really got kind of shut down, and that was against Denver when they put Surtain on him. And he only had
the second game.
He had 2 games with only 4 catches, and that was one of them. But again, they put him on him, and he just kind of shut him right down.
Because the quarterback had nobody else to throw to. He couldn't find nobody else. So,
well, the other game he only had 4 catches. That was on the quarterback because the defense just did. I forget who it was we played, but the quarterback couldn't even get the ball out of his hand. So that really wasn't on him. Saul goes, where are you all from? I am from Rhode Island. I'm up on the northeast New England coast. These 2 gentlemen are from California.
California sun.
Hey, we're going to get my copyright, Jason.
Told you.
You sounded just like him. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You got the voice. You sound like Fergie. And what was the quote in the movie Step Brothers? Fergie and Jesus or something like that. Tell me you guys saw Step Brothers.
Nope.
I've seen it, but a long time ago. I remember.
Oh my God.
I've seen
Step
it.
Brothers?
Yeah, but Will Ferrell, yeah, I've seen it, but I just don't remember it.
I don't remember it much either.
Zamir cuts by is more straight. Oh, Genty jump cuts. Zamir cuts by is more straightforward. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Although his ankles look like they're finally flexing and working this season.
Yeah.
Detroit God says 9 catches, 160 yards, and 2
What's
touchdowns.
up, Detroit God?
Right on, Detroit guy.
It was a good show last night. Too bad you wasn't there, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the chat.
I'm talking about on the show.
Yeah, and that's a good question. Good question too. There, Omnicron. You know, if Genti gets more yardage after first contact, I mean, like I said, he was always touted as, you know, I'm untackleable. So, you know, we should expect some, you know, lengthy yard type runs, like, you know, 10, 15, 20 yard runs on a not a regular basis, but we should see more of those than we've seen in the past couple of years. That's for sure.
Yeah, plus he got to make better business decisions on who to go up against, who not to go up against. Because that one game he went against that linebacker, he said after the game, like, yeah, I got to make my decision, but a little carefully now. The DBs, yeah, but linebackers,
Sal, you referring to who you referring to with the 1,500 yards and 12 TDs? You talking Genti
for the whole year?
Because I don't think that would be. Can't be Brock Bowers. I can't see him getting 1,500 yards receiving. Because you remember, tight ends tend to have short yardage receptions anyway.
Yeah.
Cool Kev says 7 catches, 120 yards, and 2D. So everybody's kind of around the same area with Brock Bowers, I guess. Because I'm around that 100-yard range. And at least 8 carries, 8 catches, and at least 1 touchdown. If he gets 1 touchdown, I'll be happy. If he gets 2, then that means we probably won. Nabian says strength, our O-line and total offense. I firmly believe that. Weakness is the middle of the field on defense. If the D-line can't get upfield, Adams will be their difference maker. I agree 100%. We're relying on that D-line to be so spot on to prevent our corners from having to play like they're superstars.
Exactly. We got to put pressure. We got to put pressure on second-year guys. Got to make sure he understands that. It's second year. See what you got. Nothing.
Look at Bourne.
3 touchdowns. He kicks a field goal.
And 250 yards for Zamir.
He must got Zamir White on his fantasy league. Something. Oh my God! Well, you know what?
Right, Steve. He looks like completely different this year versus last year.
Anything is possible. I don't know about the field goal part, but anything is possible.
Jesus, you're really going for it. 16 catches, 200 yards, and 3Ds. Well, that means no one else on our team's probably catching much of anything if that's the case.
Nobody's doing that. Everybody's on a bench watching this.
Yeah.
Peppers, Ja Raider. What's up, Ja Raider? He says Peppers plans to sign with the Raiders. Update yet confirmed. Really? I'm not.
I'm mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, who do we cut? Who do we get rid of?
Someone.
Probably trade Taylor.
Well, we got to either cut someone off the practice squad, move somebody from the active roster to the practice squad, because he's not going to go on the practice squad because we're going to want to keep him on the active roster.
Well, he's over 4 years, so that would make no sense. Who can we cut? Let's see. Give you a list. I'm not gonna put it up, but let's see. We can cut.
You can do it. I'll let you do that. Yeah, right, Bueno. Job with the breaking news. Nabian says, I'm going to see Brock, Mike, and Ian make Spillane regret his decision.
Enjoy your time in New England.
He made a good decision because he's getting paid well, so he's cool. That's what he wanted. We ain't could have got we just signed Brendan Jackson. Wait a minute. I know we can cut Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, if they bring in Geno Smith, we got to cut somebody. So I say cut Geno Smith.
Huh?
He's trying to be funny, and it wasn't. I get it. I get what he's doing.
You mean Chris Smith?
Chris Smith. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
I got names and I put water in there, but both. I look at Geno Smith, Chris Smith. Thank you.
I still think Michael Myers is going to have 2 touchdowns.
What's
Michael
up, Eric
Myers.
Bell?
Who's Michael Myers? Is that guy from Halloween?
It is. Yeah.
You mean May? Okay.
You were going to cut Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Okay, so
just say this for now. Just say Michael, tight end Michael, and then wide receiver Jacoby because you keep saying the wrong
Yeah,
name.
Chris Smith is already gone.
He's on the team right now. I'm looking at the roster right now.
Oh yeah, he is. Never mind. He's in there as the safety, strong safety.
Yeah.
Right. My bad.
And I'm the one that slept in.
Well, they always cut Alec Bachman. Oh no, I know they can cut Matt Jones. I don't know why they kept him. Must be good on special teams. Number 42. I don't know why they kept him.
But if he's the only linebacker we have on the practice squad. We've got 2 other safeties. We've got Trey Taylor and Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, that's true. He is the only one.
Yeah.
No, we got JT Woods on practice squad too.
Yep.
So we got 2 safeties.
At corner, yeah, we got Greedy Vance and JT Woods sitting there.
Well, JT Woods says a safety.
They got him listed as a corner.
Wow. The official Weir's website got him as a safety.
What's the date on that?
Today. That's updated.
So let's. What are you guys thinking in the passing game for our wide receivers? Who do you think is going to come out on top out of our starters? Who's gonna shine? Better yet, how much of a factor do you think Cooper's going to be? Let's go with that.
Go ahead, Jake.
Minimal factor. He'll have 3 catches, a drop.
Damn.
He's not wrong.
He'll probably get 6 targets. I see Jacoby Myers.
There you go.
Jacoby will get. He'll probably get the most targets. So he'll probably get upwards of 8 to 10 targets for the wide receivers. Brock is going to probably get 8 to 10 targets, if not a little. If he gets hot, it depends on if he gets hot. If Bowers gets hot. He might get more than 10 targets. Dante Thornton, he might have a 40 or 50 yard reception to kind of get the spices rolling on the offense. Who knows?
I think you're going to see him probably take the top off at one point.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He'll probably get a couple of catches, mid to long. So he'll probably get a couple. He's not going to have a bunch of catches, receiving yards. Bunch of catches.
Yeah.
But I think the way they're going to run his offense, they're going to spread the ball a whole lot around. Amari Cooper is probably going to be in and out. He's not going. I don't know if he's going to start or not. That was a great debate last night. I would have him as starter because he's more of a veteran. Just go rotate in and out. Tucker is a question mark. What would he do? And who's playing the slot? Who's playing the slot? Because Jacoby Myers was a slot receiver originally. So let's see if he goes back there.
Well, in that first preseason game, they had him kicked inside to the slot receiver a couple plays.
Yeah.
Well, they got Jacoby listed as a slot. They got Trey on the right and Dante on the left. So your slot is Jacoby.
Man.
All right, so we're done with the receiver side of things. What are you guys expecting from Geno? What type of What type of game are you expecting from him in order for it to be successful? We'll start with Chris.
Well, I expected Gino to keep the ball moving, keep it flowing, pass the ball down the field. I can't put yards and passing attempts because I don't know what they're going to run. They're going to we'll go heavy run or heavy pass. So I think Gino's is going to maintain. Probably had two touchdowns. I mean, probably about maybe 200 yards, maybe 200 yards.
Did you say 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, possibly 2 touchdowns. Because I said Brock Bowers got 2, so there's 2 right there. I think this is going to maintain the flow of the game. So I don't know how the defense is going to react to him. Were they going to put 8 in the box to watch out for Gentry when Gino can just cook, or are they going to play a man zone or whatever they do? It depends on what they run. So it's hard to predict because we remember now we've seen Gino in Seattle, but we haven't seen him yet with the Raiders. So I got to see this game. Then I can go engage him for the next game.
Yep. Jason?
38 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That'd be a dream.
Yeah, he'll have 25 to 30 throws. Looking to have somewhere in the ballpark of about a 75% passer completion. 275 on the yardage, and then at least 2 touchdowns.
Respectable.
Yeah, I agree. That's ridiculous.
What's that?
I was reading John Raiders, 4,200 yards, 38 touchdowns, 9 interception, and Omicron comment and say, "Yeah, that is wicked. That is wicked. That ratio is
good
wicked."
Season. I'll tell you what, if he does pull those kind of stats off for the season, then I think we have a winning season based on those numbers.
Definitely.
He'll probably have more.
You're not even including the running game in that. You know what I'm saying? So right away we're at 40-something hundred yards.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of where you guys both are with the quarterback. I'm kind of looking at the 3 touchdown range possibly. I think we can get 3 out of this. I think one's going to come from a receiver, and it's either going to be 1 to each tight end, or Brock's going to get 2. It could surprise us, and Mayer gets 2 of them. You know,
And he'll have zero red zone touchdowns. He'll have 2 touchdowns, but 0 red zone.
It could surprise that Mark Cooper ends up with 2 touchdowns. We don't know. Like I said, we got to see the flow, the defense do. They predicate to stopping the run. Make sure just you don't break one. Put Abe in the box. Gino's cooking. If they decide to go zone, Gino might have a little problem. But then I'll go back to the run again. So they got many ways they can spread this field around. And this Gino got to maintain composure, don't throw any stupid picks. And he hasn't in the preseason at least. But
what's up, John Parker?
Make sure he stays composed. And if he sees the opening, take off and run. Don't hold the ball.
So Jake Long says Gino 290, 2 touchdowns versus New England.
Damn. Okay, well.
Let's see how this first game goes. Preseason is like the appetizer, but we don't know how the season will go with the main course. True.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what I just said.
This game will say a lot right off the bat.
Yep.
Jake's saying 3,800 for the season, 32 TDs, 14 interceptions. I think that's a little bit more realistic.
That sounds about.
I think that overall stat line right there is a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Not saying that John Raid is wrong, or that he's going a little too high.
He had the right idea.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
That's definitely on the high end, which obviously you can't go wrong with that, really.
Well, we want
he has thrown for 4,000 yards previously, so it's not out of the realm. It's not out of the realm for him to do it again.
And that says it all right.
He's got
said if the front line stays healthy, we'll be okay. If we start having injuries on that front line,
oh boy, it's going to be
a depth. We're fucked. We're screwed. Especially if Colton Miller goes down, because now we're putting a rookie out there right away, and that's not going to be good. Because he's not ready.
Yeah, because we don't have Mumford anymore, so there it is.
Yeah. Eric Bell says 290 week 1.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that or he's disagreeing. I don't know. John Rader, Patriots defensive coordinator will debut week 1. He's never been a DC. Oh, that's true, too. You know, we know we don't have to worry about DC or OC. They're both extremely experienced at the position. So,
Yeah.
especially Chip Kelly. You know, I have a lot of faith in Chip Kelly running this offense, especially with the talent we got. I think we're going to be okay if we can protect up front. I think overall, oh, you're disagreeing. I get it. I think overall we're going to be okay on offense. I think it's the defense. Whereas last year was our defense played great, offense sucked. I think we might have flip flopped a bit. You know, defense doesn't totally suck. It's the secondary that scares the living shit out of me. You know, I just see some of our guys getting burned, and for big plays, that's the downside. Let's switch it over to the defensive side.
There we go.
So we got Kuntz coming back for his first actual real in-season game for the first time in year and a half.
Yeah.
Everybody's expectations for him were extremely high. We signed him to an extension. Where everybody's still hoping that we see the Kuntz that we saw before he got injured, because when he played very well before he got hurt. He was making a statement about himself, and I thought he played great up until that point, obviously. So we still don't know what we're getting with him. So now with him and Max out there to start the season and hopefully play the full 17-game season together, it's imperative that they both get off to a quick start. How many sacks do you think, if they do you think each of these two guys get?
Wait, excuse me. I'm sorry, I clicked something and started playing. I was looking at something. No, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
How many sacks do you think each of these guys are going to get, if any, between Kuntz and Max?
How much do I think, or how much do I want them to get?
No, how many do you think, if they're going to get sacks, how many sacks do you kind of, what's your expectation for them?
Man,
keep in mind, it's a second-year quarterback with a new offense.
Yeah. Keep in mind that we haven't seen
in a rookie offensive tackle.
We haven't seen Kuntz in a year and a half. I can't say what's going to happen. I don't know. He looked better in the last piece of the game he did in the first two. I think he'll probably have maybe 8, 10 in between that range. Max?
No. I'm talking for the 8 to 10 in one game. No, I'm talking about the one game. I'm talking just the
whole season. Oh, one game?
No, just the game. Yeah.
I think Kuntz is good for 1 sack. I think Max is good for 2.
Respectable, definitely. And again, like I said, don't forget there's a rookie offensive tackle over there too, so they could really toy with him. What's your take, Jason? What are you expecting? Oh, what would make you happy?
But that would be nice to get 12 sacks in one game.
Of course it would. Because that means we probably shut him out.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Realistically, at least both of them at least have to get into that 1.5 sack range in this game.
Okay.
1.5. Butler needs to chip in a 0.5 to 1. Jamal is gonna have.
I was gonna bring him up too. Like he's gonna have an impact in that too.
Jamal is probably gonna have more quarterback sacks than the other 3. The reason why I say this is because Drake May is going to bust that pocket as soon as he feels just a little bit of breath in his ear hole. He's going to bust that pocket, and the one guy that we know that we got on our team now that can neutralize that quarterback, Jamal Adams.
I don't disagree with the whole Jamal Adams thing, because I was going to bring him up next. I'm like, if you're thinking that's what these two are going to get, let's throw Jamal Adams into the mix. What do you think he's going to turn around and have out of this? Because he's going to benefit from them too, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. You beat me to it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with Jason.
I'm sorry.
No. You're good. That's fine.
That's good. I agree with Jason saying, because they're gonna figure to take out. They're gonna have to game plan around Crosby. So they're gonna have to go we got to block him. So they double team him, and they got 1 man on Kuntz. Kuntz got to feed, and then to do that, Jamal Adams got plenty of opportunity to come in there and get a sack. So that if they don't double team Max, then they're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, What you're gonna see that probably a wide nine formation at some point where they're gonna squeeze. They want to squeeze him up in the middle. Is what they want to do. Squeeze him up in the middle, and he looks down. He doesn't really look down the field that much. He might be better at it this year, but last year, and it's common with rookies that when they go to take off running, they're looking down here instead of looking downfield to get rid of the ball. And then as he steps up, that's where Jamal Adams can feast. Yeah, it might be a 1 yard sack or a 2 yard sack, but it's still going to be a sack, right?
And that's also a coaching issue too. Whereas last year they probably didn't have the adequate type of coach that was coaching him the right way. Even though he still looked good, he still had a good season. But now that you got McDaniels there, this is the only time you're going to see me hunt McDaniels because I'm not going to knock him. He is a good offensive coordinator, and he's going to do good things with this offense. Unfortunately, he's just a real shitty ass head coach and just an asshole. Period. But he is a good offensive coordinator. He knows how to get the best out of somebody, except for when he's with us, because he was horrible with us with it. But I'm looking through the chat as they're saying, and they're all pretty much in agreement. They're saying Max has the majority. It's either most are saying 2 sacks for Max, 1 for Kuntz. One person, I forget what it was, said 3. So they're all pretty much around the same. 3 sacks in total, 2 for Max for the most part, and 1 for Kuntz. And John Ray is saying we're going to finish with 5 sacks and 2 picks in week 1.
I like that.
That would be beautiful because that means I'll be tearing my ass off standing in that stadium. That's for damn sure.
I like that.
If we get 2 picks and we can get 10 points off of 2 picks, we win.
Yeah, not 6 points. No double.
And that's if we don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, why do you have to say that?
Yeah, goddamn.
You're gonna fucking jinx it now.
Never positive.
If we don't turn the ball over.
This jinxes.
Oh, I think tackles for a lost nav man is a definite in this game with those two, without a doubt. Plus with Butler in there, and Book is going to be part of this too, and then you're going to have Lalau up there too. I'm feeling more confident with our front 4 right now.
But the main thing that front 4 and everybody got to do is protect that.
Stay healthy so Tyree doesn't come in.
No, protect that goddamn edge because you let Henderson get out the edge, he's gone. So we got to make sure he doesn't get outside those edges.
And that's where Jamal's going to hopefully be there to knock him on his ass too. Yeah, so the majority is saying 5 sacks total for the team because if you factor in Jamal, Butler, I don't think 5 is out of the realm with this. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. Like don't count out Booker either. Booker's got a
like I said, rookie offensive lineman, second-year quarterback, learning a sophisticated offense because we know McDaniels doesn't run an easy type offense. He runs a very sophisticated offense, and you have to be a real smart type quarterback. It fit Brady well. Brady knew what he was doing with that offense. He hasn't had a quarterback yet that's been able to do what Brady could do. So, Debbie Downer, yeah, right.
Ain't no Debbie Downer. Yeah, man, get off my lawn.
So, and our linebackers, I see our linebackers being extremely productive in this. Do you guys feel any different? Do you have a different take on that?
Well, like I said, Spillane. Yeah, okay. We had one linebacker last year, one that actually did anything. Now we have a multitude of linebackers that can do different tasks. We have a cover linebacker, we have a run stopper, So I think we have an edge on linebackers. They didn't look too good protecting the middle, but I don't know what kind of defense they were running. The middle was wide open, but I don't think they're going to allow that to happen. They're going to make sure to protect that middle. What's up, Rotan? So,
Jason?
Our linebacker core is better than it was last year. Then again, we could have signed anybody to replace Diablo. Would have been an upgrade.
That's the one I don't miss the most. That's the one.
Who's that?
I like what Spillane did for us.
I don't miss him at all.
Who did he play for last year?
Anyways,
for us, but didn't work.
Well, I'm asking the question. He didn't play for us, did he? Because I never saw him.
Oh my God. That picture from last night.
Oh, bueno, up to no good. Yeah. I thought it was swim goggles. He had a light. You going swimming?
He was calling it last night too. He goes, "He looks like he's got Michael Phelps goggles on. He's going."
That's what I thought he had on. Gonna find out his watch glasses. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I think I stretched some motherfuckers out too.
So you gonna come on, beat your ass.
Well, they were mentioning it in the chat. They're like, almost everybody on the chat's got glasses except for Jason and I were the only two that didn't. So I put mine on, and then Jason grabbed these swim goggles that look like and put those on. So the whole panel had glasses on at one point last night. Everybody, because Will even put his on. Oh yeah, that too. I zoomed in on you doing that too with the glasses on. He's like, ooh.
Everything's getting bigger.
So that brings us to the last part of the defense is our corners. Do you think we can get any interceptions out of this group?
Yeah,
possibly. As long as Chin and Paulo is
Palomar.
Yeah, Palomar. I can't get names right no more. As long as they run in the field, possibly. Stokes. And I don't know. People are putting their doubts in Stokes. I don't know why. He was a first round pick. He did great when he first got in the league.
Tyree was a first round pick, so we'll just put that in perspective. But
yeah, he got injuries. That set him back. So we got to see the book's out on him. See what he can do. They got.
I think they were moving him around too much too because he's a natural corner, and they were trying to move him into slot. And,
yeah, but
instead of coaching to his strengths, they were trying to make his weaknesses his strengths. And
yeah, so
then again, you missed 22 games and you missed 22 games in 3 years. That's not good.
All right. So as I was saying, Dennis Porter, that the book's still on him, and they was talking about him like you don't know how to play football. So if I think we get interceptions, it'll be those DBs. The safeties. It'll get interceptions, more or less.
Well, what was it Gravy and Gravy was giving Chris crap for, Jason? Do you remember when he was talking about the coverage we were playing?
Oh, press man coverage.
Yeah, he was all over your case on that last night. It's not. Yeah. How did he word it? Do you remember, Jason?
Something about who are we gonna have play press man coverage? So when are we gonna play press man coverage with these guys? Is that what you want? You think that's gonna be what gets the job done with these guys?
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying, pretty much in a nutshell.
Well, that's why you got big DBs. What are they going to do?
Well, that's what he was kind of disputing with you, trying to get you to understand why it wouldn't work. I guess I'm lost with that shit. Like I said, I'm not good with the whole verbiage with the secondary.
But that's what Pete Carroll likes to run and Patrick Graham. So I'm saying, though, okay, well, that's fine. You have your opinion about that, but my thing is that why they get these big, fast DBs? They're not going to do that. So
you can still play. You can play off, man.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying though they can play because
these guys aren't.
That's what Patrick Graham. That's what Patrick Graham. Excuse me, Jason. That's what Patrick Graham and Pete Carroll like to run. That's all I was saying. He did play all zone in Seattle. I'm not saying not going to play zone. All I'm saying though they can play press man coverage. That's what they want to do. That's what Pete Carroll said. So I don't see why he's arguing about that. I say, well, that's what the coach said, and they didn't do that in the preseason at all. That's what I was saying.
To run press man, it's a technique and you got to have that arm strength, that boxer quickness, and that first step. Be able to mirror that first step of the receiver.
Okay.
And second, Nabman brings up a good point. No, it really, really only works press man is if you got a defensive line that can can screw that pocket up immediately.
Yeah,
within the first second to 2 seconds.
Yeah, disrupt that backfield, get the quarterback moving around or thinking about things. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I did say play press man on every goddamn down. That would be stupid because you're bound to get beat. But they got that there. Pete likes to run it, and so is Patrick Graham. So, it is what it is.
So damn it, I wasn't expecting that to come out today. Fuck. So basically, we all know that our secondary is garbage at this point.
We're assuming it's garbage.
I would call it garbage until we see it, because you can't pass judgment in the game. We haven't played a game yet, so you can't pass judgment yet. Preseason,
we've seen what they can do already in preseason.
Oh, here we go.
But to their benefit is the offense itself that we're going up against. Their receivers aren't the best in the world either. I mean, their best guy is coming off a major injury, so we'll see what happens there. Do you guys still think we're going to get any interceptions out of this, or what do you think?
Depends on our front line, defensive line. If they can put pressure on the quarterback, we can make dumb mistakes. So it's off the line.
So the other thing too is tackles. So if our secondary is leading in tackles, first of all, that means we've definitely got a problem up front. That means we got a problem up front stopping the run, and that also means the linebackers are doing their job. So that's one stat you don't want to see. You don't want to see your secondary guys, your cornerbacks and your safeties having the most tackles in the game, because number one, that means they're passing the ball like crazy on us, and we're not getting any pressure on the quarterback. It also means we can't stop the run worth of shit either. So with that being said, I'm just hoping that our corners can at least survive this game, come out of this unscathed without it. Because it's another position where if we have injuries, we're screwed, because our backups aren't that great either. That's the other problem we have. Where we were last year with depth. Now, certain positions we have like zero depth. And the depth that we do have is obviously where they are for a reason, because they're not good enough to make the starters. So that means, we've got lesser quality guys coming in if somebody goes down. So that's not a good thing either. Let's switch gears to special teams. Now, with the rule change for kickoff returns, where if it goes in the end zone or out of the end zone, it comes out to the opposing team's 35 or their own 35. So, which if you saw during preseason, a lot of these kickers were kicking it so that it had to be returned, which has added a little bit more excitement to the game, because we've already in preseason saw more returns already. What do you think the chances are with our guys back there? Zamir White, Genty, being able to return one of these. What do you expecting from our special teams?
I'll go first.
Yeah, please do.
I have no expectation. I have no clue how we're gonna perform in that area of the game. I do, the way they set the kickoff rules now, it's going to be very close to a run play, because having the defense, having both teams at the 35 already, just like last year. But now, when they kick the ball, the idea is not to kick it in the end zone. Whereas last year they were still putting it in the end zone, because it only came out to the 30. Now it's at the 35. Mm-hmm. Here's the catch: the new rule with the new rules. If you kick it in a landing zone and then it goes into the end zone and they down it, it only goes to the 20-yard line. Mm-hmm. So there's a little gamesmanship that's going to be played. And we already saw Carlson kind of use it a little bit, where he kicks that whomper ball, and it lands it lands somewhere in between the 3 and the 5 and the 3-yard line, and then gets into the end zone, and the runner has to chase it, pick it up. Now, once he picks it up in the end zone, if he downs it, it comes out to the 20-yard line. Mm-hmm. If he brings it out, he might not get to the 20-yard line because they're already bailing down his neck. So the key to that, and Carson's pretty crafty with that type of kick. As you remember, the NFL had to change a rule mid-season because of what he was doing with the team.
Exactly. Yeah, they sure did.
You know.
Yeah, because like I said, now because the kickoffs for a couple of years when they changed it to what it was kind of boring. All the teams kicked the ball in the end zone. Like, okay, go to 30. So what? 10 more yards. Back in the day, they used to kick it and go to the end zone to 20. So they moved to the 30.
Mm-hmm.
They just kicked it. And the kickoff became boring as fuck. Excuse my language. But boring as hell. Now they make it. They got to have strategy now. They got to plan strategies for this. And now, I like what they changed too. Also, the onside kick. You have to tell a team we're gonna do an onside kick, but you're gonna do it in the last 2 minutes of the game. What kind of nonsense is that? The onside kick is supposed to be a surprise element of the game. Supposed to be a surprise. You don't tell hey you guys, we're gonna kick an onside kick, so get your players, the hand guys ready. No, you never did that. But now you can do it anytime you want. That's good. So like I said, now the special team coach gotta be a coach again. You get them strategize plans and a way to attack it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I mean, our punt is AJ Cole, and he's still one of the best, if not the best in the league. So,
Mm-hmm.
I get it's not so much our kickers that's going to be. I mean, granted, yeah, our kickers are integral part on this, but it's more so the return guys. Those are the guys that we're expecting to see something from them too, especially with the rule change. So on kick returns, we have Zamir White back there returning the kicks. You're going to see a lot of teams this year running backs out there and not wide receivers and not defensive backs anymore. And it's because of that rule, basically, because you're going to have a much better chance of being able to get the ball and return it. And a running back, as we all know, can make cuts a lot better. That's what they're geared for. They can see the holes. They can read the field as they're running. Could you imagine if this rule was in place when like Barry Sanders played? He'd be returning one almost every other kick.
And don't forget, running backs break tackles better than receivers do. So if somebody comes, they can break that tackle. Receivers can break tackles, but not as efficient as a running back can. And Barry Sanders run that, man, they will change the rules so quick. They'll make some kind of laws. Because, man, that'd be crazy.
I know during preseason we had Genty out there a couple of times. I wasn't crazy about that one. It's like this is our best guy on the team on the offensive side, and talent wise for this position that we've had such a lackluster results from, and we're going to run him out there on returns. That was absolutely crazy. I thought
that man, I disagree with you on that. Kickoff is not a waste of time. Kickoff is a intricate part of the NFL because a kickoff can change the game completely around. You kick off to the other team, they can fumble, they get fumbled, then you got the ball back. Or onside kick, get the ball back. It's an instant part of the game. It's not a waste of time. Give them the ball, say, okay, start 20. That's stupid. That's basically like, with a participation award. No. So I disagree
with the rule change, I get it. It makes sense. It adds some more excitement into the game, which is what they're looking for. That's exactly what it comes down to. The onside kick thing is stupid. That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't like that aspect of it.
No, they don't have to announce it no more.
Huh?
They don't have to announce it no more. They said they hadn't last year. They did this year. You don't have to.
Yeah, but I liked it when they could do it at any time in the game. Is what I'm getting at. Like
New Orleans did.
Okay, so the rules changed this year. Is you still have to announce the other team.
Okay.
You can do it anytime during the course of the game, but you have to be trailing to do the onside kick.
Okay. So you do have to announce it. I thought they changed that too. Okay.
You change it for you. You have to announce it because you got to change the formation of the kickoff now. Instead of the line of scrimmage being at the 35 on the other side, it's going to be on the 45 on the other side.
Oh, that's right.
Onside kick.
They move it back.
So they got to change. The formation has to change. So you can't kick an onside kick with the kicker back there 20 yards behind you,
Right.
So
they have to move it back. Okay. That's why they have to announce it. They have to move it back.
Yeah. So you still have to announce it. You still have to declare you're doing an onside kick.
Yeah,
that's still the most ridiculous thing.
But they have to move the line back. Because if he's 10 yards behind their line, he can't do an onside kick for 10 yards because it'll go right to their man. So they have to move that line back. That's why they have to announce it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get that.
I myself like the idea they were change. I didn't like them changing the kickoff either, Joe. I thought
Completely.
this was, it just, like with baseball and all the other sports, there's certain plays in a game that are just pure and belong to the game, and then you turn around and change it, and
I agree.
it just kind of screwed things up. But since
Yeah.
they did change it to this, I was kind of hoping that they would go for the 4th and 20 play. Is basically you get the ball on your 25-yard. You can kick off to the other team, or you can go for a 4th and 20 play, or a one play of 20. You have to go 20 yards in one play to keep the ball. And wherever the ball, if you only go 17 yards, then that team gets the ball there where you get stopped. They tried that. They tried that in one foot. I can't remember where it was at. It might have been XFL. They tried that in, and it actually worked. And I know why because they're trying to protect the game. The collision rate at is massive, and and I get that. Yeah.
Ripper got resigned. Good for him.
Yeah. That's good for him. I do want to see him get back into it. I do want to see him get back into the game.
Where are we going to put him?
Who, with us? Yeah, he's not coming.
Yeah. No, he's not. No, he won't come back here.
No. People get too nostalgic over players. He was here. He did his thing. He's gone. Move on.
But like I said,
the same could be said for Cooper, but I mean, we're in a different situation there with Cooper.
But I'm happy for Renfro that what happened to him, guys, got his bill rung and everything else and all that. That's good to see him back. That's all. Yeah. I don't care. We don't play the Panthers anyway this year. So whatever.
What's up, Gio?
Raiders.
All right.
What's up, Jay? What's up, brother? How you doing? You can go on 4th and forever. Yeah.
I think it was the XFL that did that. The first
I want to see them do what the original XFL did when McMahon started it. Just put the ball in
one
guy from each team just go for it, just beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I remember that.
That's what I want to see.
And he said, I like what he had. And there's no fair catch.
What's up, Darren?
No matter what, you can't call a fair catch.
Darren, welcome back.
So as far as the other matchups, now it's more of an intellectual matchup, is what I'm going to get into here. So out of the coaching staffs, so between head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator for the two teams, who do you think has the upper edge between these two teams?
We do, hands down.
Well, be specific.
We do.
Well, we won't be specific about. Vrabel's a good coach. I'm not gonna lie. He was a good coach at Tennessee. Why they fired him? I still don't know why. He was a decent coach at Tennessee. They fired him. Okay, good. Pete Carroll had a lot more experience than he does. A lot more experience. Defensive coordinators. We have Patrick Graham there. They have a rookie there. First time calling defensive calls. They have a big dummy there. Not bad offensive coordinator. Like you said, shitty ass coach. And I'm gonna curse on that because he was a shitty ass coach. But offensive coordinator, okay, he's pretty good. But we have Chip Kelly, a great offensive coordinator. He can make any player on the offense look good. Anybody. You could be a running back that run for their team, couldn't get in the starting line, but he come here, he all of a sudden have 1,000 yards. That's what he can do to offensive player. Look what we did for that Howard guy from Ohio State. He made him look good. And where's Howard now? I don't know who even drafted him. But, so coaching edges goes to us. Now, there's one thing that bothers me on that staff is that damn water boy. I think they got the best water boy on the staff because she's kind of cute. And I digress.
Jeff, could I follow up on that? Really?
Well, you asked him to.
I don't even know if I can touch that. All right, let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Chip Kelly versus Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator versus offensive coordinator. I give it to Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is going to be going up against a rookie defensive coordinator.
Oh, he gets cheers. I get boost. You know what?
He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat that guy. He's gonna have. Chris, where'd you go? Oh,
He's mad
All
at me now.
that's all right.
You got boost because
He'll
you
get
went as far as
He'll
the
get over
deepest level. You went to the water boy or water girl or water
A water
person.
girl. Yeah.
Well, she is. I thought she is cute, man. So I'm just saying they got the edge.
All
They
right.
got the edge on that.
Put you in the middle.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the middle.
What are you gonna
Monkey in
do?
the middle.
Man, I'm in the middle, huh?
Man in the middle.
Continue, Jason.
I want to.
Go ahead. We only got 8 hours left for the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got 6.5 hours left to go. Check this out. If you look at Josh McDaniels' resume, and that's what everybody looks at, right? Is his resume, and he's a great. Who did he have? He had Tom Brady, right? So Tom Brady. If you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, I myself believe Tom Brady made Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels didn't make, because Tom Brady he'd already won a Super Bowl and had different. He got other guys premium jobs before Josh McDaniels got that job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like the Ray Lewis effect. Remember Ray Lewis? Everybody remembers Ray Lewis. He got a lot of people head coaching jobs that were his defensive coordinators.
Plus on that, Jason. Remember, Brady did win the Super Bowl with another team without Josh McDaniels. So there it is. So I agree with that. He made Josh McDaniels.
Yep, he made Josh McDaniels. Now I know Josh McDaniels had a little bit of success with.
Raiders.
Sorry. You were saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, see I go through, Jason? See what I have to go through?
Hmm.
Do you have anything else to add to that, Jason?
Actually, I was pretty much wrapped up.
Very good.
Yeah. Hey, what's this in stream button up here? What's that do?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and push it and try it out. See what happens.
Obviously, Jeff's.
I'll go.
No, Jeff's not doing last call podcast next week. Me and Jason get a vacation from him next week.
I'll be checking in though, keeping an eye.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Well, we already talked about setting it. So, all right. So before we get into that aspect, one more thing I want to ask the two of you, and I'm going to ask the chat at the same time, and I want everybody to chime in and give their best response to this. Overall score for the game and the winner. Start with you, Chris. Yeah, your name's Chris.
I think it is. Yeah, let's see. Look at the bottom. Yep, Chris. I think
it was legit draw a blank with your name for a second.
I think it'll be a important game. I'll say it'd be like 23-20. Raiders win.
Okay. Jason?
I'm going to go 24-21 Raiders.
Okay. So that 3 points, then yeah. Sounds right.
All right. I'm going 28-14 us.
That's because you're going to be at the game and you want to celebrate more.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah. You get an extra touch. I'm going to be at the game, so we're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to be woo. I'm going to be sending out the good juju for it.
Hey, do me a favor while you're at the game. Go down and see if you can get the autograph from the water girl there for Chris, would you?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
No. Is she a Patriots water girl or Oz?
Patriots.
Fuck that. I'm on the Raiders side. I'm not walking across the stadium.
Yeah.
If I walk to that side, I'll probably get into a fight with some asshole Pats fan.
Oh, you will get in a fight with somebody else, so I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I probably will.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And there's one thing that everybody can be certain that they won't see on TV is me running on the field buck naked. That no streaking at this game by me.
Oh, man, Jeff,
hold on.
Wait, we already discussed that.
No, my turn.
Go ahead.
Are we talking about running on the field or being naked on the field? Because I don't see you running.
No, it'd be
But
naked on the
maybe,
field.
yeah.
Rolling, maybe.
I thought we already discussed that. That was going to do us to be part of the halftime show.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I would probably jump over the wall onto the field and probably blow out my knee again. So yeah, so I would just be rolling around in pain, bare ass.
Long as it's a right knee or the left knee. Long as it's a right knee or the left knee, but man, you jump over that wall and break that weenie, it's all over.
Well, it could be no worse than putting jalapeno peppers on. So
All right, so let's get the scores we got here.
We're off
So
track.
we have Detroit God says 27-17 Raiders. GeoMax is going 29-27 Raiders. Ooh, we're going to the wire on that one then.
Hey, I like that score though.
Yeah, I do too. Mario saying 24-17 Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
The guy formerly Joker's Chris. Darren says 27-24 Raiders.
So what did I say? I'm sorry, I missed that. Who? What? No, I'll go back in a minute. Chat. You can go there.
GeoMax says, fuck the Patriots. Absolutely. Well, you know what? You, my friend, get around the applause for that one. Nope.
Thank you.
Let's see.
All right, Jay. I got you now. I got you back. Thank you, Jay.
Did I already say Jake Long? 24-13?
Yeah, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. All right, because GeoMax said fuck the Patriots more than once. That's what threw me off. See, Super Omnicron says, is it safe to say keeping the penalties down yet? I don't even want to bring that up. Overall score 23-17 Raiders. With one turnover late as New England is driving, add some drama. Okay, I can live with that.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
It won't be much of a fight, Jeff. I've never seen an ant start a fight with an elephant. Wow.
Whoa.
An elephant run away from a mouse, supposedly.
I guess you call
He
you.
says, I don't see New England scoring 24. What's up, Jack? Somebody big as Jeff goes out on the field and starts running naked, and I'm security. I'm just gonna let him run until he's let's see. Bueno says Raiders take a late comeback 24-20.
Okay.
No. Raiders with a late comeback 24, Patriots 20. Okay. Makes sense now. Let's see. Darius says that would be awesome, but I don't have confidence in that team. What's up, Willie Wayne? What's going on? Let's see. That's pretty much it. Jack and Willie, since you guys just came in, give us a score for the Raiders Patriots game and who wins. And then we'll move on to the next thing.
Waiting on you two. Type it out. Use both fingers, Jack.
You don't have to into a Jim Otto's name either.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say Jim Otto at all, please.
Yeah.
And Drake.
Or Notre Dame.
Drake maybe. Drake maybe. I like that. Willie Wayne says 28-21 Raiders. Jack Kenna 30 to 20 Raiders 100. What? Jack
30 to 20 Raiders 100%. So you got the Raiders winning 30 to 20.
You made it seem like the Raiders losing on that one.
That's what I was waiting. I looked at it first like, wait.
What's up, Money Chuck? Gentlemen, I use that term with a strict interpretation. Thank you. Salute. Raiders 24-17. So everybody's kind of around the same. No one's picking like a blowout for either side. Everybody in here is going to be biased. No one's going to come out and say, "Well, the Patriots are going to win." Now, I expect a different prediction on scores when we play against like the Eagles. To be honest with you, I don't.
The obvious ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
The ones where you know darn well we're fighting an uphill battle from the moment the game starts.
I will wait till Redskins week to give you my prediction.
That is going to be an interesting game. That one is going to be, and not for nothing. In all honesty, our home opener against the Chargers is going to be interesting too. Because for some reason, even though it's the Chargers, they still, no matter how bad they are, sometimes they still tend to somehow pull it off.
We usually always split those. We always split those guys all the time. Yep. Like last year, they win one, we win one. That's what it's been for a while.
And to be realistic, it's going to be when we go to LA to play them because we haven't won in SoFi yet.
Mm-mm.
We haven't beat either of the teams there in SoFi.
Nope.
So we're still totally defeated in that stadium. So that's going to be interesting. I want to see what type of start they get off to, the Chargers. I'm curious because that'll say a lot about how we're going to do on that Monday night. Same thing for us too. How we get off.
Chargers get a good start, but they can't finish.
Yep.
That's their problem. All right, Jason, keep them all together.
Buono's already putting their prediction. Raiders 40, Eagles 3.
Hey, Piano Man, I got a suggestion for you. Get your team some Blue Chew. They might finish stronger.
There we
go. Well, he's not in the chat.
He's watching. He's always watching. Who are you kidding?
Raiders beat the Chargers, and so did we beat them in 2020? I thought we haven't won them there.
No, we haven't won it so far yet.
No,
we won in 2021.
No, it would have been preseason. We don't play them.
It could have been 2020 because that's that COVID year. Nobody was there, so
you know that actually that was the first time. Hold on a second. That we played the opening Monday night game there, and we were the second game of a doubleheader Monday night to open the season. And we had an hour delay because of a fucking lightning storm, and we were playing inside of a dome. And John Gruden's like, "We're in a fucking dome. What do you mean we got a delay for? Oh, it was a lightning delay. It's policy. So we had to go back to the locker room, and everybody cooled down. And then they only gave us 10 minutes to warm up to start the game with.
Yeah, we lost that game.
Yeah,
you played in that game, Jason? I didn't know you played.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I didn't say I played in that game.
You said that convincingly, like you were there in uniform that day, didn't he, Chris?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he did, but I know he's talking about that game was so frustrating. John Gruden was pissed off.
All right, sorry, then we did beat them. You know what? I didn't think we did. I don't remember much of that season.
That was that COVID year, so I remember that it was
I think I was so pissed off that season because
let's double check. Let's double check.
We came here to play the Patriots, but none of us could go to that game. So that was the downside. We missed an opportunity to see them play here because nobody could go to Foxborough to the Rusty Razor. See, they nicknamed the stadium the Razor. We call it the Rusty Razor.
The Razor.
Eat that, please. Money Chuck says we should sign Jason and make him a nose tackle. Just sign me, put me at left guard. I'll play. 55-year-old starting offensive lineman. So do you guys think DB-wise, cornerback and safeties will be okay, or are we going to be fucked and not able to stop the pass? I don't have much confidence right now. I'm a little nervous.
I said we got to put our faith in the defensive line and linebackers to put pressure on. What
defensive line more than anything. Now we got to get in there fast and disrupt that quarterback.
What was his name? Drake Maybe. They called him Drake Maybe.
Yeah, so, Drake maybe. I like that one.
Yeah, so that's what it depends on.
Yeah.
Jack and Spillane fandom.
I forgot to mention
Why did you say
while Raiders came out warmed up, then was sent back to the locker room. Fuck the NFL and the refs. Yeah, I agree. So either way, I think it's going to still be a good game. I think it is going to be a close game. I think it's going to come. It's going to be one of those deals where last team with the ball wins it type of thing. I just think on paper we match up evenly. Both teams have their discrepancies. But the thing is, the discrepancies don't match up. In other words, like it's our defensive front is better than their offensive line type of thing. Their corners are better than our corners, but our wide receivers, I think, are a little bit better off than what they have. So. But again, with our piss poor secondary, we could make their wide receivers look like superstars, and that's what we don't need.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we don't need, and that's where we need the defensive front to get some pressure on that kid to shut him down. So,
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack Kenna. Don't forget, Jason is broadcasting too.
So I do have to bring this up tonight. I know last night I discussed it about Devin and his family. Devin is Raider 24 Nation. Little Raider's dad. He lost his job, seen his own. Now he's up in the hospital in Dallas with their daughter Jasmine Rain, who was born premature through a C-section. So he asked if I could, reach out and just let everybody know what's going on. Like I said, I know I mentioned it last night, but there's people in here that weren't here last night. So she is on a ventilator at a children's hospital in Dallas. She started to open her eyes yesterday, so she's making some progress, but she will have long-term brain damage. So until they know longer term what's going to happen with her, they don't know how she's going to be as she gets older. So I told them I would put the links back up again tonight. So here are the links. The links for the Cash App and the GoFundMe are in the description on for the channel for the show tonight. So make sure if you guys donate anything, hit one of those two apps. Don't do it as a super chat because YouTube takes too much. So better that you do it to either the GoFundMe or the Cash App to them. Because the next thing that's going to happen right now is his phone's going to get shut off because they're hurting for money again because he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have any more paychecks coming in. The wife is still in the hospital recovering from the C-section. He's up in the hospital in Dallas. They had to get airlifted him and Jasmine Rain from the hospital near their home up to Dallas to the children's hospital. So that's the situation with them. So if anybody can give anything, we appreciate it. I told him I would try and help him out the best I can and, re-promote everything again tonight for him. So that being said, any new news and development, I'll be bringing it up on my next show whenever I'm on again, which would at this point won't be until Monday with Chris on our Monday morning quarterback. I don't know what we're going to do for that show because we kind of pretty much did the same thing tonight because there's no game tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. We pretty much talked about everything last night, and today we recap what's going to happen. I don't know. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah. I mean, we may. I'm even thinking about just not even doing one on Monday and just chilling.
I'm fine with that. If you don't want to, because I
gotta start cutting promo shots for this weekend coming up.
There's one thing about talking about the Raiders, but we talk about the same thing over and over again. I love our chat personnel. I like people watching us. They give insight. But there's so much you can talk about until the first football game. So if you don't want to do a show Monday night, I'm okay with that. Monday morning, I mean.
I think we can probably skip it this weekend because, like we both just said, we've talked about it tonight. We talked about it last night for 7.5 hours.
I'll talk 6.5 hours. So
yeah.
So
that's right. Notre Dame's playing tomorrow too.
All right.
Anybody watch the Texas game today and the Heisman Trophy winner? Did you see how he looked today?
Projected Heisman Trophy winner. He looked all right in the second half. He kind of came back in the second half, but
he had a good fourth quarter.
I sent the message in the Notorious podcast with Leo and James, who was on the show last night, obviously, and Will, and I said, Arch Manning looks like shit after 2 series. I can't believe he's been talked about being a Heisman Trophy winner. And then Leo goes, that's ridiculous. He goes, you're saying this after 2 quarters. I said, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? But that's what some people say. So I was kind of making fun of it because that's the same thing James was saying about certain players on our team. I said,
Jinty had 1 carry as a bust.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how dumb it sounds when someone says that. Like, he's a bust. He has 2 series. Give him a break.
He didn't look good. He didn't look good in the first half. I'll tell you that right now. He looked better in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're gonna do a show Monday. That's fine. I do have a show tomorrow morning with Raider Nation Jason. We got special guest star 8:05 this time on the Beer Lunch Show. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 7
You have
o'clock.
five on with you tomorrow, you said?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
1
What's up,
o'clock Eastern.
Anthony? Frederator in the house.
So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys tune in. 8:05 always have good takes and good insights. Always.
So, real quick, just want to run through this real quick. This is not going to take a long time. I am going to put the link up here. So if anybody that's in the chat, if you guys can just share this on any of your social media platforms, that would be awesome. This is for anybody that you know is coming to the game in New England next week. So this is the itinerary for everything that's going on. So on Thursday, majority of the Raider Nation that's coming here will be here on Thursday. So we're going to dinner on Thursday night at Mama Maria's. Call ahead, get a table set reserved. They take 4 people per table. After that, we're going to the Cigar Lounge, Stanza di Sagan in Boston. Right after that, it's right down the street. Friday, there's tours for the Freedom Trail planned at 10:30. Takes about 2 hours for that. There's a separate tour going on at the same time, going to Fenway Park and taking a guided tour of Fenway Park itself. I'll be at that one because Nate's going to be out here, LV rated 10, so he's going to be hanging with me. So we're going to go to that because he wants to go to that one. Then the Boston Duck tours at 1 o'clock. So the Freedom Trail and the Duck tours, that's pretty much Will that set that up with his crew. But I put all the information in the link tree. So if you want to do either one of those two, the links are in the link tree directly to their site, so you can buy tickets right off of that. Friday night plans are still up in the air, but I am working on something. Hopefully it comes to fruition and we can actually do it. On Saturday, again, this is Will's crew that set this up. Anybody that's staying overnight up in Boston, they're doing the Codzilla, which is a multi-passenger high-speed boat that goes out on the harbor and cruises around. Then at 3 o'clock is the ceremony at City of Brockton, the City Hall in Brockton. We do have a bus. That link is also in the link tree to buy your tickets for the bus. The bus is leaving Blake's Tavern at 1 o'clock Saturday. We should arrive at Brockton a little after 2 o'clock. Takes roughly about a little over an hour to get there. Ceremonies for 3. As soon as the ceremony is over, it should take about a 20-minute to a half-hour long ceremony. Mark Davis will be there. So will Sandra Douglas Morgan, the president of the Las Vegas Raiders. She will be there also. Don't know if anyone else from the team will be there, but they are going to be unveiling the memorial for Al Davis. And then when that's over at the ceremony, we're getting back on the bus, going to the house that Al was born in. We're going to get out, take a big group photo of everybody there in front of the house, back on the bus, and get back to Providence in time for the 5 o'clock start of the Saturday night party at Blake's. No cover charge to get in. It's open to Raider Nation. If you got Patriots fans that are friends of yours that are coming with you, they can come in too. That's not a problem. But it is a private event for Raider fans only, with the exception of if you bring a Pats fan with you, that's fine too. But expect them to probably get their balls busted. There will be raffles. Huh?
It's kind of like a canned food drive. Bring a Patriot fan, donate them.
Yeah. Donate them to the sacrifice for the weekend. We'll roast them over a spit. There will be raffle items. There are going to be giveaways, door prizes, and we're going to do a 50-50 raffle also. So it's co-hosted by my chapter, the Black Hole New England chapter, the Black Hole itself, and Raiders Against the World, Mike from Raw. I was trying to get him on again with one of the shows that we've done. So I'm going to try and work with him next week to get him on with us to help promote one more time before everybody gets out here. And then Sunday, and that goes until 9 o'clock at night Saturday. On Sunday, we've got the tailgate. The lot opens up at 9 a.m., lot 55B. Again, hosted by the Black Hole New England chapter, and Raw also. We'll have a DJ of both at the Saturday night party and at the tailgate. We've got a generator, so we can have the DJ. The tailgate's completely free. There's no charge for anything. All we ask is if you want to donate, we appreciate that. You can either do it through Venmo, which the link is in the link tree. It's right at the very top. Or you can drop cash the day of the event at the tailgate. So we're going to have all kinds of food. We're going to have sausage and peppers that are going to be grilled right there. We're going to have another tray of sausage and peppers that we're getting from Blake's the night before. We're getting a tray of meatballs from them. We're also getting 4 buffet-style trays of chicken parm. We're going to have chips. We're going to have Modelo beer. We're going to have waters. So we're going to have plenty of food. We should hopefully, and we're going to have hot dogs too. So we're going to have plenty of stuff. If you're a vegetarian, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And then at 12 o'clock, we're all going to march over as one big massive group, a mob, the Movement of Black. And we're going to walk right over to the station as a big ass group, probably a few hundred deep, walking up to the stadium, and then go into the stadium, cheer on the Raiders, boo the Pats and their shitty ass fans, and come away with a win. And then when that's over, we're going right back up to Boston to the Scorpion Bar, and we're gonna party it up at the Scorpion Bar. They're normally closed on Sundays, but they are opening just for us. That was set up by Mike from Raw. And they have normally a pretty strict dress code, but they're relaxing the dress code for us because they're not open anyway, but they're opening especially for us. So we've got a hell of a weekend set up for everybody coming out here. So
hydrate.
Yeah. Yes, I am a full service travel agent. Not. My phone number is on that first cover page at the very start of this, right here at the bottom. So my phone number, my email address. So if anybody needs to call and ask me any questions or send me an email, feel free. Don't have a problem with it. But like I said, that link tree has everything you possibly need to answer all questions as far as what's involved for the weekend. So it's gonna be a great weekend. I can't wait. So Nate's coming on Wednesday. So the Raider Connection show, we don't know what we're doing with that yet. It looks like Leo and Jay are probably going to definitely do something. It's just a matter of if Nate and I are going to be a part of it or not, because it depends on what time he gets in and what time we get back down from Boston, because I'm going to go pick him up from the airport. And it could take me a couple hours to get out of there. So, and my wife has been a massive help with all of this. She's been phenomenal. So. Fucking Jack kind of just sent me a picture of all the food they're cooking on the grill. Unbelievable. You guys got anything else? Chris, you want to promote what you got coming up tomorrow again?
Well, yeah, we got a show, Pillaging, Sunday morning Pillage show with Raider Nation Jason. That's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we got a special guest, 805.
That's my guy right there.
He's going to be there, give us insights of the game, what he sees and what he likes to see. He's always a good guy. Like I said, he analyzed every play, every player. So
I love that show.
Yeah. Red Nation Live, yes. Not Red Nation Live. Oh, not that's not the show. That's Gravy Show. Yeah. So that's it. That's tomorrow morning.
It's the War Room.
The War Room, yeah. Kiss my tongue. Yeah, him and Chris and Severe. Yeah, very good show. That's about it. No Monday show, so wake up for it next week.
Unless something breaks news-wise, then you'll probably see Chris and I on. Other than that, we're gonna take the break. I'm gonna probably fucking need it because I'm gonna be so under the gun. It's a holiday anyway. It's Labor Day, so
yeah, that too. Plus,
I forgot about that till just now.
The last
somebody don't want to pay time and a half for holiday pay, do they? Huh?
Yeah, well, the last two days has been a hell of a show. So I think they got breather for a minute, like, get our breath.
Yeah, which is fine with me. So
and you don't get time and a half unless you put a request in. So you didn't put your request in time. Sorry. I sent you.
So
I sent the memo 5 minutes ago. I'll share the request back in 1 minute, so you send it back in time.
Hey, Jason, Jack wants your shrimp in a taco. It sounds kind of.
my shrimp taco. I make shrimp enchiladas. I make some badass shrimp enchiladas.
Yeah, anybody that follows Predator on Facebook or Instagram, he does have a link up there for his donations. He does a candy drive for Make a Wish for Halloween. They do like a whole trunk or treat setup in his community, so he's been part of that for a few. Last year, I think he said when we had him on the other day, like 80 pounds of candy that he had donated. So that's insane. That's a lot of candy.
That's a lot. That make a Dennis very happy. Like, woo, look at that.
I'd eat that in 2 days. It'd be gone.
Oh my god.
So as far as my schedule for the next week, of course, I don't have any regular shows. I podcast. This is the only one that I do, and I enjoy it. But next Saturday, it'll be me and Chris.
Oh yeah, good thing you
Just
said
the
that.
two of us. And mark this down. We are going to start at 3:00 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
3:00 Pacific, 6:00 Eastern. That's when the party at Blake starts, right? 6:00 or
It starts at 5.
okay. Do you want us to start at 5 or you want us to start at 6?
But whatever you want to do, whatever's better for you guys. I mean, because I'll set up the studio and shit on because I'm gonna have time on Friday morning because I'm not leaving my house until like 10 to go up to Boston. So I
You
got
might as well. Well, we'll talk after the show, Jeff, about that.
Yeah.
So,
All right. We'll have a company meeting later. HR's calling a meeting.
What's up, Lava
But
Breath?
for the people in the chat, just know next Saturday it's going to be me and Chris, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pipe in and out at Blake's with Jeff, who's going to be on site. Hopefully, he can get us some really good guests to come in.
Yeah.
On his end. Are you hearing me, Jeff? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be some surprise people in the crowd that we might be able to get to go on live with us on this.
Yes,
and we're going to depend on you guys, Bueno, Kenna, Omicron, Detroit God, all you guys that are regulars on this show. Get ready and have those questions, because what we want to do is we want to feed everything that you guys have to say to them, so we all kind of blend it together. All right, so just be ready for that. It's gonna. I myself, I don't know about Chris. Chris is kind of, yeah, but
I'm reading some things. I'm reading articles right now. So go ahead. I hear everything you're saying.
You're doing a good job. But I think, I don't know, Chris may or may not agree with me. I think we can have a blast next Saturday. Tell your friends, get them in there. We got to get this. We want that crowd New England to fill us on the chat, on the live stream, on the internet. Then we want them to fill us. So we got to bring our A game next week, guys. Those are you guys that are going to join us. We have to have our A game so we can get them guys going as well.
Yeah. And, if it goes good enough, I don't know, me and Jason will make a decision where we got a small mini pull up in case some of those guys want to come in and talk. So that's up in the air. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. We want to kind of limit that because we can, if we're going to discuss whether we're going to do that or not.
Because we're not gonna have a Friday Night Live show this week because Jeff will be too much busy getting everything together. I don't think, Jeff. So we're not gonna have a Friday Night Live pull up. We might, I don't know, depends. But it won't be like it was Saturday, I tell you that. If we do. But I said we might not.
I can't stay up that late.
That's what I'm saying though. We're kind of busy, so
I gotta get up too early in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. So we might not have a Friday Night Live pull up this week. All stuff because regular game because we're getting ready for the season to start. Saturday we might not, depends on how the show goes, But just stay tuned for that.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what I might do the day of the actual party. I'm thinking I'm going to take my laptop there. I've got a separate camera. I won't even have to have my laptop open. I just need it for the power source and the StreamYard. I've got a camera that I can put on a tripod, put it up high somewhere so it's overlooking the entire crowd, but keep it muted. But at least you guys can see what's going on, and you can have it up on the screen while you guys are on. You know what I'm getting at?
Yep.
You know?
But
so like
how about
you guys
after this? But
hang on, because you guys could be. How can I do this? All right, so let's do this real quick. Let me. Yeah. So if this is the camera, the second camera, the additional camera, you guys could be just like this, where this is showing everybody that, what's going on in that area. Or, oh, no, I know. Hold on. I got this.
That's your tripod camera?
he's muted. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. It's over here to my left-hand side, so I could set that camera up there. And you can just have it playing, so you'll be able to see it with no problem.
Yeah. Now, are you going to want to do? Well, we'll talk about it later. The chats we're gonna make it happen with the chat.
Yeah, we go. It's gonna work out. Guarantee you.
Yeah. It should be fun.
We had the best chat in the nation. I don't care what anybody say.
Yep. Ooh, man, my head's big.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, you do that pretty good.
Tom, learning from you. You're teaching me, son.
Yeah, I ain't.
Boyle goes, I want to pull up just so Chris can yell at me. You really see Brian Follow posted me. It started with you guys on this panel for that. Hey, no problem, man. It's told you. Anytime you need to promote something or whatever, he's going to be here too, Fred. He's coming in Friday because he's going to be at the Dallas Eagles game Thursday night. That's his first game of the season that he's going through this, for his 50 straight game run. So he's going to be there Thursday night. Then he's taking a flight up to Boston on Friday. So he will be with us on Saturday, hopefully, for the Al Davis thing. So while he's here, he's going to be filming a lot. So if you watch Brian on All In Autumn Win, you're going to see a lot of footage from that weekend. So you'll see a lot of familiar faces, that you see on these shows and such. That'll be probably interviewed by him through, just walking around and talking, and so it'll be pretty cool. So I know Nate's going to grab as much footage as he possibly can. I know I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be popping in and out live. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a fucking blast. I wish you two were coming too, man. I think the three of us hanging out, we would have so much fun. It would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Don't speak all at once, but
I gotta wait for Chris to talk.
I'm sorry, I'm researching stuff. Yeah, maybe next year when they play. Now they don't play in a goddamn winter. Shit. And I couldn't make it this year.
With me being here in California, I'd rather just save my money and go to the Allegiant Stadium. Although it would be nice. It would be nice. There's only one stadium really that I want to go to that's not the Raiders Stadium, and that's Lambeau Field. I want to go there. But going to that, I don't know. I don't think it'd ever happen, but just the nostalgia of it.
Lambeau Field?
Yeah.
Right, Trev? It's embarrassing.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
You said nothing.
Well, what's embarrassing?
Oh, now you want to talk to me?
We can't. I can barely even hear you.
I know.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a nice jersey.
You know what that is, right?
No, I don't know who that is.
That's Kelsey.
It's Kelsey. He's
He changed
changing his last name
his
to
name to
Swift.
Swift.
I'm not that dumb, guys. I'm playing you. I'm playing you.
All right. I just saw that. I didn't pull that up. That's funny. His name is Swift. Well, so we're gonna talk agitations about the stuff for next week. You want to need a patch? What kind of patch? Smoking patch? Oh, one of those patches. Sure.
Yeah, well, this is a sticker, but this is exactly what it looks like.
Sure.
I've actually got this. I've got the patch on the back of my vest already. I got it last week.
That's the autism awareness one.
Sure. You on IG, right, Federator? Hit me up on IG. I gave my address. I'm not gonna put it up public. These guys, they probably show up at my house, beat the shit out of them.
Ain't nobody gonna show up at your house.
Yeah, they will.
They'll find you in your shed. They'll hunt you down in your shed. They'll just lock the door and light it on fire while you're in it. Oh, brush fire started outside his house. I don't know what happened.
What happened to my cave? Why is it on fire? I don't know.
No.
You'll hear Chris inside the shed.
We saw a couple of big fat white guys back there a minute ago. I said, "Oh, yeah, probably Jeff and Chick."
Oh, now we're big fat white guys. Okay.
Yeah. What do you have against fat people, man?
Nothing.
Huh? Yeah.
Nothing. I had nothing against fat people. It's more to love. It's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you the
See, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's patch. Yeah. Hit me on IG. It's the same as my it's Chris Ford Raiders. Hit me up. And I'll give my address.
All right.
Well, I got a special guest that's watching right now from a hotel room in Anaheim, California. Shout out to my lovely wife, Yoli.
Hi, Mrs. Downs.
I miss Downs.
If we can get a Raiders, can we get a Raiders? Can we get a Raiders for her?
Yes, we can.
Of course.
Raiders.
All right.
Yeah, okay. See, now you talking about fat jokes. Now look at Troy out what he says.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't making fun of fat people. I just said
Detroit guy. Everybody got fat jokes. Huh? You know, the good thing is I may be fat, but you ugly. I can lose weight. You still going to be ugly.
Is that supposed to be a burn?
I don't even know who he was talking to. Was he talking to me on that one?
That guy
You're
right
pointing
there.
the wrong way.
Probably me.
No, I'm not.
You're pointing the wrong way. You're pointing it. Yeah, on that screen you're right, but
Yeah,
when the screen that
yeah.
shows up on YouTube, you're pointing the wrong way.
Okay. Well, how about this? Yeah, right there. I'll get it right. I got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, I know. You can't be on time for you can't be on time for the show, so how you gonna get it right?
Remember, you were a cop for a reason. That's because you couldn't pass the firefighter's exam. Oh, burn.
Oh, really?
Burn!
Really?
Burn!
Yeah, really.
Every cop wants to be a firefighter. Remember that.
Yeah, and every firefighter calls a cop when they can't solve their own problems.
Cops just get in the way. Go ahead, shoot the fire out.
So
Shoot it with your bullets and might go out.
I'm asking both first responders a question. Because I've seen.
No, I didn't do that ever.
Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know, I see cars parked by the fire hydrant. Do they actually break the car windows out to put the hose through the window? Do they actually do that, or just like Hollywood shit?
It
do
depends on what kind of car it is. Yeah, they will.
They actually do it. New York City specific. I've seen New York City FDNY's ladder trucks put their jack stands down on top of a car. Actually, I've seen one where they did it on a cop car and
That's
crushed
what I
the
should
trunk.
do. That was actually they do that to cop cars too. If they park by a hydrant, where they bust through their windows.
I don't know about busting the windows, but they will if it interferes with where the jack stands come down. The one that I saw last, there was no question that they had to do it. They had kids trapped on the third floor, and they needed that tower ladder up. And there was a cop car stopped at the wrong spot, and the chauffeur just dropped the jacks right on the car, stabilized it. They were able to get up there and rescue those kids. So.
That's the most important thing. Got the kids out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
all that
technically,
matters.
was it the cops' fault? I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? But you know how some of those streets are there. You don't have much room to begin with. If it wasn't the cop car, it would have been someone else's car anyway. So
I always
so
wondered
that's where that cop parked.
because I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times. Movies. I said, "Is that actually real?" Because I didn't see it in real life. So they actually break through their windows to put the hose through or whatever. So
Yeah. We had a fire
Yeah, I
truck
know.
one time. We had a fire truck one time in a trailer, senior living trailer. There was a trailer on fire. There's a bunch of cars parked right in front of the hydrant. They just used the fire truck to push the cars right out of the way.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah,
I've never personally done it, but I've seen it.
And then, well, that's not a traffic accident report. That was an intentional act first.
Yeah.
So I ain't writing no report on this.
I didn't see nothing.
I saw nothing. I was
I've been
outside
on
when it happened.
I've been on the truck in the jump seat when we were going to a report of a child not breathing, and the chauffeur sideswiped like 5 cars because the road was so narrow. It was either take out the cars or not be able to get through. So
Yeah.
and we ended up having to do CPR on the kid. So yeah, that wasn't fun. So yeah. The little bit of paint that we scratched off your car doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah. Get over it.
Shouldn't have been parked there in the first place. They were double
Right.
parked. They were parked on both sides of the road.
Right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Besides, I wasn't driving, so I wasn't going to get in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a senior officer on the truck, so that was even better.
I want to do a PSA. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I'm only 170 away from 500. I appreciate all those who subscribe to me. I want to say that magical number of 500. Like I said, I will do a giveaway. I guarantee I will. I don't know what's going to be given away. I haven't decided yet. You guys maybe can vote on it.
Where'd he go? He disappeared.
That was weird.
Well, maybe he's giving away free Wi-Fi.
Maybe he just gave himself away. He's moved. He's gone.
Yeah, or his wife went out there and unplugged it and said, "You ain't giving shit away." Bam.
You know something happened because that was like mid-sentence and then boom, he was gone.
I could tell you this. I didn't do it. My hands were right here the whole time.
I didn't do shit. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was shutting something else off in the background on another website.
Yeah. You know, I when I was working, I had a good relationship with my fire guys.
So what was that?
Okay.
I don't know. I think it just blanked out. Did you guys hear what I said about the giveaway and stuff?
No.
Can you start over?
You started to, and all of a sudden, mid-sentence, poof, it
Yeah,
was like you were
that was
talking
what?
like this, and then you went, and then that's exactly what happened. You just like poof, gone completely.
I
Right
think
off
because
StreamYard.
the light flashed, because I think some of my battery kicked in.
What's up,
and
Fred?
it's like they go click off, click on. But anyway, what I was saying was, thank you for all the subscribers. Subscribe to my channel, about 170 away from 500. And I was gonna do giveaway, and I'm back. See, like I said, giveaway now. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't know if it's gonna be a hat or a jersey, but we'll be giving out. I don't know what happened. That was weird. My solar battery kicks in and blinks off for a second. us back up.
Chris
You can
says
give- you can
giveaway
give
and he
away-
vanishes. Yeah. Chris goes, maybe Jason goes, maybe he's giving away Wi-Fi and he just lost it.
Wasn't no Wi-Fi, I'll tell you that.
Bueno, they burned his shed down.
Well, we did. I'm there because I'm inside of it.
Yeah.
Cool
No,
Cat says
Cool Cat never. Not going nowhere. That's my favorite group. You ain't getting
he's
that.
giving away all his 8 tracks.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cassettes and my LPs.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We good?
Yeah. 2
I
hours.
am.
Good show tonight,
Unless you want to go.
guys.
Unless you want to go another 6 hours, man.
Yeah, yeah. You want to go another 5 more hours, 6 more hours?
5 more hours.
Nope, not tonight.
Yeah.
Not
I don't
feeling
have any Lou Rawls record Detroit guy, so I don't know what you're talking about. Now Lou Rawls.
All right, everybody. As we always say, everybody stay safe and go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders. Yeah.